Hello, everybody. We are the Elderly Brothers, and we're together in the same location for the first time.
Same room.
Same room. Yeah, not only the same location. And just want to remind you that we know a lot of stuff. And
And
yeah, go ahead.
some of it's true.
So a lot of it, I think, is true.
I don't know.
I do, but I think it's true. But we need some professional help in discussing some of
And
this
we
stuff too.
believe that it's true,
We
which may
believe
be
it's true.
enough.
Maybe, but I think probably we need special help on some things. I
It,
can't remember what they are right now because I can't remember anything right now. But we can start out by talking about what we can't remember. Last night, Larry got in town with his wife Dorcas, and we had dinner, and then we sat around and had a couple of drinks and laughing our heads off about some stuff that seemed very, very funny. And we said we're going to remember that and put it on Elderly Brothers tomorrow.
but we forgot what it was. So that is the subject of what we're talking about, which is not remembering what it was you wanted to remember.
Yeah, not making notes, of course. So if you don't make notes anymore, you ain't got it.
I never,
You ain't got it.
and neither one of us can write anymore, so you can't make notes.
I can print,
I,
but
I
not
can't,
very well.
I can't even print.
That's amazing, I think.
It is and frustrating
Well, also
as
it
well.
doesn't help us remember anything. That's the problem. But I can at least print some stuff out that I can see. I can actually read it, but it's a struggle.
I can't read it. I can't even read my own.
You can't read your printing.
No,
Well,
not a couple of words. And if it's context, sometimes I can pick it out. But generally, if anybody else looked at it,
nothing.
no clue.
Yeah. Well, I once worked with a reporter woman who her notes were just sort of like the humps of a mountain, and that's all there was.
And she could read
And
it.
she could read it.
So it's like the what do they call them? Court reporters.
Yeah, but they used to be stenographers, but they anymore they just speak into the
Or
microphone or they type it up. One of
they,
the two.
yeah, so it's,
So that makes remembering possible, but it ain't easy anymore. And a lot of you people watching Florida Man, not Florida Man, can't you remember? Elderly Brothers know what we're talking about.
I have to try and get my hat straight.
Yeah, that's important too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I don't want it to be,
Oh,
now I
that's
got
not
it
bad.
unstraight.
It's
Okay,
okay.
that's better.
Got to remember to put it on straight.
I try, but you can't tell because you can't see what's happening.
I can see you. It's
You can see, but so I need your advice
yes, your head's straight. Your
every
head is
time I
straight.
put my hat on.
Your head is straight.
I'll call you and we'll
Okay.
video it.
All right. Well, that's a time on the timer just went off, so we got to restart. And another subject matter. I can't read it. Just wrote it.
French fries.
French fries. Yes. Not everybody will be concerned with French fries, but in looking for something else on the internet the other day, I stumbled on frozen French fries and how many are processed in one plant in one day. And it turns out there's something like 250,000 pounds of potatoes turned into French fries in one plant in one day. 250,000 pounds, which is what, 125 tons or 120 tons or something like that.
Oh, it's 2,000 pounds to a ton,
Yeah, there still are. Yeah.
whatever that math
Well, but
is.
that in the 125 is like 62 and a half, I
And we
guess.
saw some today at
Fries,
breakfast,
yes, we saw them.
right in the on a plate.
But that's I just amazing. This is one plant, and how much oil for frying they must have. I mean, thousands of gallons of oil.
And how many plants did you didn't
Just
you
one
didn't
plant. I didn't look to see how many
um,
plants there are. There's probably plenty of them.
so four of them even is a million
Yeah, and that's a day.
a
So
day.
so who's eating all those damn fries?
Well, you Dorcas had
Yeah,
probably a quarter of a pound.
maybe. Yeah, okay. And there was a guy at another table this morning at breakfast that had a big pile of fries on his plate too.
So there's a pound and
No, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad.
half pound between them.
Yeah, exactly.
So people got to step up
They do.
because
You got some problem. You got to step up and meet your quota. But
otherwise we're going to be buried in fries.
frozen fries. Restaurants, I guess some restaurants make their fries fresh, but I'm not sure about that.
They do hand cut,
Supposedly, yeah,
whatever that means.
by hand, I think it means.
Cut by hand. So we're about out on this one too. So you have another one
Another subject matter.
that you can read.
That's
I can
that's the
read.
issue. Uh,
Evening
the driver alert thing on
driver alert.
on
So
our road trip.
when we went on a road trip, we rented a Ford SUV. And I'm sure a lot of people know about this, but you drive along for a certain period of time and then it flashes up um, coffee alert.
Well, it's the first thing it warns you. It says something to the effect that plan on stopping or some words to that effect for rest because you've been driving. I think it's only an hour in this car, but it could probably be set anything you want or turned off entirely too.
Which would be dangerous.
Well, yeah, but then it gets more precise and says stop now, and it shows you a cup of steaming coffee on the dashboard. And the problem is it's not real coffee. If it was real coffee, that'd be great. You
So
wouldn't have to stop.
it's on the dash.
It's on the
If it
dash.
just came out of a little door,
Just a little door opens with some hot coffee.
coffee
Yeah.
with milk and sugar, or just
However you want it. Yeah, yeah.
probably just program it.
I think you can. But anyway, the point is, well, what we decided after looking at a few times, the little cup of steaming coffee should be sponsored by Starbucks. It should be stop for coffee at Starbucks.
And give you the address.
Yeah, give you the coastal address. But a couple of times we looked at how far we were from the nearest Starbucks, and I remember the last one I looked for was 39 miles.
Well, we were in the boonies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna be warned to get some coffee, you got to have some place to get it.
That's true. And I think with our entrepreneurial brilliance,
Yes.
as you can tell by our wealth, we're going to shop this idea to start a Starbucks.
Yeah, I think so. And they
And
should be happy to hear from us
and
on
then you
this.
can get new sales for your yacht.
Yeah, yeah. The sales are a little tattered.
Yeah, and blue ones.
Blue?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they'd be
That may
nice.
be illegal. But the speaking of our wealth, the uh, violin you see in the background is rented. I rent it by the month. I'm
For
trying to teach myself to play to, to play the violin, and it ain't easy. You got to have you got to know how to hold the bow. I mean, there's a special way to
That's
do
why they
that.
have teachers of that stuff because it's hard to pick up on your own.
Yeah, I looked for teachers. Yeah, violin teachers near me. and I came up with a whole lot of teachers,
Yeah, well, they're out there because there's not a lot of business.
but I clicked on a couple of them. They were $50 an hour, and I'm not even sure if it was an hour.
Could you get a senior discount?
Didn't ask. I never talked to anybody.
You should ask them about that.
Never
Call them
talked to
up.
them. Yeah, I mean, at my age, I should get half price, I think.
Easily or less. Although you think about it, maybe it should be double.
True. Twice as hard to teach.
Yes.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
the skills required.
yeah. I think I finally on YouTube I picked up how to hold the bow, and I got the violin under my chin in the right position and stroking in the right way. But I can't play anything.
Not yet. Well, you don't have any music.
But in my head, can I not think of some song that I could play?
Yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You
Yeah,
should
but
be able to start with that.
it should be able to, yeah.
because
Uh,
everybody knows it.
well, yeah, but everybody can't play it on the violin.
But so
And I
can you make
want
a sound that you imagine you're trying to make, or just it's a bunch of sounds?
no, it's just going across the strings, and I can make them sound good. But I don't know, wouldn't know how to play, don't know how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. What is it?
You don't need to do that.
Oh, I don't.
It's a little painful
No, it wasn't.
to me.
Oh, it was not. That wasn't pain. That wouldn't bother anybody but you.
Well, bothered me.
Okay. What was it? A little irritation in your ear? Was that what it was?
It's just agonizing.
No, agonizing. No,
It sounds painful.
agonizing is having your fingernails pulled out. That's agonizing.
That would hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's enough of that.
I think we've covered as much as we can today.
We don't have anything else today?
No, that's
Well, time just ran out.
well, we did 12 minutes and that's still going.
That's enough.
Yeah. Well, we'll say goodbye and don't forget Elderly Brothers at elderlybrothers-us on YouTube. We would love to hear from you. We hope you listen to us and enjoy it. And if you don't, let us know about that too. We're okay. We're okay.
Take a
Uh,
little time to criticize us, and if it's negative, we'll just discard it.
yeah. We really only want positive responses, but if it's negative, we can live with that too. All
So
right, everybody. Love you, my brother.
I love you, my brother, right here.
Yes, we're in the same place. We're in Florida, by the way.
Yeah, and it's sunny and warm, whereas it's 21 degrees at my home in New York. So
We'll
thanks
say
for watching if you did.
we'll say goodbye.
Bye.